Hi everyone, this is Afis Babatunde. Today I'm going to start a new series on analyzing and visualizing data with Microsoft Excel. Actually, this is a certification course on Microsoft platform, which the exam is analyzing and visualizing data with Microsoft Excel. I'm going to guide you from beginning to advance of this aspect of data analysis and visualization. Maybe you want to create a report or you want to do some analysis within your organization. So today now I'm going to give you introductory aspect of Microsoft Excel. So our outline we're going to be getting started with MS Excel, know how to work around the interface. So because we have different tab, we have a lot of things. When you open up your Microsoft Excel, you see a lot of things within the screen. In order for you to understand how can you enter data, how can you work with the numbers and text within your worksheet, and also how can you work with date, and also what is different between worksheet and your workbook. Then how can you save your workbook. Also, we also have some outlines that okay, when you close your workbook, how can you open it again? Creating a new workbook, open a workbook, and then also maybe you want to switch between one workbook to another, or you want to save your work using another name. So by the means you want to use save as, or you want to save your work with different file type such as CSV. Maybe you don't want your file to be heavy after you put a lot of things within your workbook. You don't want it to be heavy. You want to save it as CSV to reduce the file size and some other things like that. So let's get started. Thank you very much. So before I continue, please, I will encourage you, if you know anybody that want to join this series, kindly share the link with them and ask them to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for you doing that. Let's continue. So here now, let me open up my Excel. So for the first time you are working with, we want to open up your Excel. So far they install Office on your system. Just press Ctrl Escape. So Ctrl Escape will open up your system menu for you, or you use Window key. Window key and Ctrl Escape work like okay, they do the same work. So you can just press window key on your system to open up the menu, or you can just say find. So use search on your system. The way you open up any of your program, just do that, then look for Excel and open it up. So welcome to Microsoft Excel for the first time. So I opened up my Microsoft Excel for the first time. I'm seeing different things, but here now I want to learn basic aspect of Microsoft Excel. This introductory part. So we are not working with its template because we have different templates. When you are connected to the internet, you see different templates that you can work with. But let's go with blank workbook. So I'm opening up a blank workbook now, and let's get started. Now, this is my workbook. Now, let's take it from up. At the top, I have what? The title of my workbook. This is it. I have book 1. After saving it, the name that we display here will be the title of your workbook. On this ribbon, we have different things. We have different types. File tab, we have home, insert, we have page layout, we have formulas, we have data, we have review and view. So we can have more than this, but by the time we get to advanced, we will know how to add more to this. Let's start work with this basic aspect. So under each tab, we have group. So we have different tab here. So when you work with this, you can, under this group we have clipboard, under this we have font, we have alignment, we have number, under this we have style and cell. So we can group your controls the way you like it. The way you want it to be. Maybe you want to add a additional control to it, you can do that. So for instance now, I have name box, I have formula, I have what else? I have status bar down here, and also I have worksheet. This is showing me under my workbook I have sheet 1. Under this sheet 1, let's assume that I place my cursor or I click anywhere on sheet 1 now, and automatically there's something referencing to this particular cell within my workbook or this particular sheet. So if you look at it very well, we have column like this A, B, C, and we have row like 1, 2, 3. So now I want to know how many rows do we even have in Microsoft Excel. Just use Control arrow pointing down, and then you see the last row of your Microsoft Excel. You realize that Microsoft Excel doesn't have infinity rows. They have 1,488,576. And if you want to go back up, just press Control with arrow pointing up, and if you want to see the last column, your last column is SFD. SFD is the last column. But by the time you go advanced, you will know how to manipulate if you have a data that is more than 1,048,000 rows. So now let's start working with this workbook. Now on this particular worksheet, now I click on a particular cell. So we call each box here like this is a cell. So this particular cell, I'm clicking on this one, and it's showing me that this particular cell is active cell. So the reference to this one, you can see a reference to what your cell in what name box. This name box. Now let me check what's the name of this particular cell. The name box is telling me that the name of this particular cell is B2. Now that's the way you can recognize a cell within your worksheet. Now another thing is, like, let's start data entry. I cannot just start entering data anyhow. I can arrange my data very well, and I will know the default alignment of my data. If I'm working with text or I'm working with numbers, I should know where they're supposed to be. For instance, now on cell B3, let me type something here and say Afis Babatunde Babatunde, like this. So you can see this Babatunde is longer than the size of the cell, so I can just adjust it here. It's either I drag or I can just double tap this. It will fit in everything. So but let's take a look at it. Let's assume that I want to enter number now. Let me say 1,000, 2,000. So what's the difference? By default, you realize that my text, they are aligned to where? To the left, while my number are aligned to the right. So now what else do we have to look at here? Anytime you are dealing with text, just know that this will align to the left, while when you are dealing with numbers, this will align to the right. Now another thing to do here is what? Let's test something. Let's say, for instance, now I want to type 1 million. But along the line, instead of me to enter 0, I enter O, a capital O, and I do that. So you realize that it won't adjust to the right because there is a mix up of alphabets and numbers. So let me just adjust it and see. So immediately you correct it, it will take you to the right place. Now another thing to look at is dates. So how can you work with dates? Let's assume that today's date is 22nd of April, which is 04/2020. So let me press enter. So by default, date also aligned to where? To the right, because date is also a number by default in Microsoft Excel. So but let's assume that today is 25th of May Let me try and type it and see what will happen. Let me type 25th of May, which is 5 and 2020. Now, what is the mistake I'm getting here? What is the error? This is telling me this, to me this is a date, but by default date is supposed to align to the right. What is really wrong with my data? So now we should all know that if you are working with a system that is by default your system is speaking American English. Americans say months to come before day, while British says, if you are using UK system, saying that your day should come before month. So, but here now I'm trying to enter day before month and it's giving me error. That means this system is speaking American English by default. Now, how can I correct this? And this one is telling also, instead of saying 2nd of April, that means this system is the exactly we interpret this as February 4th, 2020. Imagine you are using this for calculation. Now, how can you correct? Which format will you now use in order to correct this? Okay, let me retype. Let me say 2nd of April. Let me use something like this format, 2020. Correct, I'm having it at the right place. Let me also type 25th of May 2020. So both of them align to the right place, which is correct. So, and there to do what? To use your date in this format in order not to cause confusion. By the time you now work on your system and you copy it to another person system, someone else, probably you are not speaking the same English, someone is using UK English while you are using American English, it will interpret it wrongly. So don't try to make such mistake in order to get accurate answer whenever you are dealing with dates. Now, another thing is like on your workbook, the whole thing we are working with now, the whole interface is a single workbook. Let's assume that on this workbook you want to have multiple sheets. So this is sheet 1. This sign is showing that you can add new sheet to your work. So I can add this sheet 2, 3, 4, 5. So instead of calling them, go and check sheet 1, no, I'll just say, okay, January report. Let me say January, February, and this is March, this is April, and this is May. So this, let me assume I'm using this as I'm creating a sales report. So instead of me to be using different workbooks, saving it separately, why can't I package everything within a single workbook and just give it a different name? So let's assume that I'm done with this particular worksheet of January. I can just right click and let me say tab color and change it to green. So I will know that, okay, I'm done with the January. That is why I'm having green color. Oh, February, I'm still working on it. Let me give it yellow. March, I'm still working on it. Let me give it yellow. Why April? Well, I never work on it. It's still pending. Let me use red on this tab. Why on May? Let me use red as well, showing that I'm not yet to start working with this particular worksheet. So let's assume now I'm done with January. On this January now, I can protect this worksheet in case if I copy this workbook to another for maybe to a colleague, like, okay, go and work with it. I don't want them to tamper with January. I can protect this worksheet. So I can protect it with password. They won't be able to do what? They won't be able to work with it. I can only allow them to view it, but they won't be able to work with it. That's essence of protect your worksheet. Now, these are the basic things. You just, though we still have time as well. Maybe you want to work with a date now. Today, I want to get today's date. Or maybe I'm creating my report now. I want the date to change automatically on my worksheet. So maybe I want to put today's date now, and by tomorrow I want it to change. I'll just say today. This cell is equals to today. Today's function give me exactly today's date. So I'm having today's date here. So maybe I still want it to go with time, or I want to get the timestamp. I can just say equals to now. Now function give me date with time. With current time, it will change automatically. Immediately the time change, it will also change based on your system clock. So now, let's assume that I want to get a timestamp. Maybe for instance, now I want to take attendance in an occasion, or maybe you want to mark attendance for students. You want to take attendance in an occasion whereby you have a register of people that are coming, or you want to take their name and their attendance and the time they arrive the event. You can just do, okay, for instance, now as you are coming in, you check time. Instead of you taking time and typing it here, you can just say you can just use a shortcut on your workbook. So you can just say sorry, I'm coming. So I want to use a timestamp. So for instance, you want to use a timestamp on your system. This one will not change. It's telling me that, okay, this timestamp, what will be the shortcut? The shortcut is Control Shift colon. Control Shift colon on your system, or semicolon, anyway. So just, okay, yeah. So just press it, Control Shift, it will give you the timestamp. So this time will not change. This one will not change. And if you want to get date stamp, this is it. You want to get your today's. So it's still the same. This one will also not change. So the date is Control colon, while the time is Control Shift colon. So anytime you type that, it will give you your normal time. But this one will not change, while this one will not also change. So by tomorrow, but this one will change tomorrow, and this one will also change tomorrow. So that's it. So from here, let's go. How can you save your work? For the first time you are saving your work, you can use this, which is Control S, or you go to your file and say save this workbook for me. So browse wherever you want to save it on your system and call it what? Maybe you say sales report. So you have a sales report, and so after giving your workbook a name, so you can do, okay, who is the author? I'm the author of this, not user. Let me give it my name. Okay, I'm the author of this workbook. So let me just use this. I'm the author, Hafiz Babatunde. Now, because the reason why I'm changing the author, see, by tomorrow now, if anybody mistakenly copy my work on my system, and I want to claim it, I'll just go straight away to the author, unless they do copy and paste. But so far it is that my work, I'll be able to get the author on it. Maybe someone wants to argue with you that, oh, you're not the owner of this work, or you're not the owner. Maybe you create a fine template, a good design with, and you want to start selling it for a company, like, okay, you can use it as for your sales report and some other things like that. Someone wants to claim it, you just, okay, so let's go and check the author. for verification. So you can just, so far your name is there, you are good. But if you use someone else's system and you forgot to change the author, you're on your own. Nobody will be able to fight for you. So now another thing is, under these tools you can get general option. The general option is where you can password your workbook. If you don't want them to open it, just password it. If you want them to open it and not be able to modify it, you can put this password here and then you click OK. Anytime you want to open it again, it will password your workbook for you. Okay, let me give you this one. Password 1, 2, 3. So let me also password to modify 1, 2, 3 as well. So, and I click OK now. So I need to re-enter the password so that in order to confirm it. 1, 2, 3. So okay. Now if I save this work now, so you see the title bar has changed to sales report. That's the name of your workbook. Now let's assume I close this workbook now and I want to open it again. Let me go to my document and say where is it? Sales report. So I need to enter that same password in order to continue with this, and in order to modify it I need to enter the password again. So this how I can password my work. So, and this how I can save my work. So we'll continue next time from episode 2. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow or whenever I drop this second episode. Just make sure you subscribe to this channel in order for you to get notification anytime I drop new video. You can also join me on Twitter, Instagram or Facebook. You can join me, or you can go to my website hafizbabatunde.com. Though I'm still working on it, but before the end of the series everything will be perfect. You can ask your question, you can do anything on my website as well. You can drop comments on any of my video on YouTube. If you have any question, don't forget to chat me up either on my WhatsApp, on my Twitter or on my LinkedIn, which is Hafiz Babatunde. Thank you for joining me today. See you next time. Thank you.